Hello everybody and welcome to the 2004 Blue Tip Festival, Wadsworth's biggest and most famous parade, right Mike?
Absolutely, no question.
Hi, I'm Joe Gaines. Next to me is Mike Kovac, our county auditor, and we're here today to present to you the 2004 Blue Tip Festival. The parade's just begun, and here coming down right now is the Wadsworth VFW post, and that's 1089 color guard, in honor of America's welcome of all the Wadsworth veterans. It's a long tradition in the Blue Tip Festival. The Guard gets our parade off to its great start. And here they are.
And it looks like we've got all branches represented. I see Al Shriver, the commander of Post 1089, out there with the color guard right now. And we got Wadsworth's tactical unit right behind him there, the police. And now coming into the screen, the Wadsworth High School Marching Band under the direction of Stephen Hages and Michael Foster. The Wadsworth Band participates in numerous parades, concerts, festivals, and special events throughout the year and has received several awards and superior ratings at festivals and competitions. The concert band was chosen to perform at the annual Masterclass Band Clinic held at the University of Akron this year. The drum major is Leanne Chrislip. I'm not sure I saw her go by, Joe.
We'll just take a second here and listen. The band's growing over the past couple years.
They're in their summer uniforms, as always, for the parade. And the most
really
important group at the rear, the percussionists coming up here.
And coming up behind them is the Wadsworth High School cheerleaders. Show your Wadsworth Grizzly spirit with the Wadsworth High School cheerleaders football and basketball squads. The coach of the football squad is Carrie Harrison. Basketball coach is Jackie Arve. Freshman football and basketball coach is Pam Douglas.
And we're probably going to have a little break here as we have the Grand Marshals float coming up. Ralph Lingacher's pulling the float, and our Grand Marshals this year, Mayor Jim Renisi, and he's joined by his wife Tina. And we've got Sergeant Wendy Dorner and Specialist Cheryl Morris of the 135th Military Police Company out of Chagrin Falls. And they both did tours of duty in Baghdad this year, and they are our Grand Marshals for the parade this year.
It's a really nice float. It's beautiful. Next is the Medina County Detachment of the Marine Corps League. Member John, I think I'm going to pronounce that
Daig, yes,
is driving the vehicle, depicting the flag raising on Iwo Jima, one of the bloodiest battles of World War II. Riding on the float are 3 Marines who are actual veterans of that infamous battle. Thank you, Marines.
Well, that looks like Louis Graff up there. One of them on this side.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
The Marine Corps League administers the Toys for Tots campaign in Medina County, which is growing every year. Your support is greatly appreciated by those families and children who benefit from Toys for Tots.
And there's the well, that was the VFW Post 1089, and that was just the American Legion Auxiliary Post number 170 passing by. And there's some junior members out there with it also. And as so often happens with the parade, we've got this gap right now.
Well, it gives us a chance to say it's a beautiful day. It's excellent out compared to last year when it rained.
It's an outstanding day for a parade.
The crowd looks like it's a very large size. Stretches all the way from, the high school down to Isham?
All the way down to Isham and even a little beyond. Mm-hmm. And we've heard estimates of as many as 20,000 people come out for this parade each year. We'll have to verify that with the police later.
You can talk to the police. But it is a beautiful day. It's nice weather, good temperature. And we're expecting to have a great deal of fun and a lot to show everybody.
And we've got a great crew working with us this evening, too.
Yeah, the director is Jared Cundiff. The camera is Tyler Doyle and Chris Woosen.
Woogie Woosnam.
The big guy.
That's right.
And we would like to take a moment here and thank everybody at WCTV for all their help in this production.
We've got it.
Miss
that would be
Ohio?
us. Good heavens, Joe, we've got faces made for radio right there.
Oh, that is us.
Always look at the monitor.
Yes, I was always told that I had a face for radio, a future in it. And coming up is Miss Ohio. Am I correct with that?
Yes, indeed.
Ridgewood Baptist Church presents Summer Carousel. Riding on the float today is Miss Ohio 2003, Janelle Kautz. She will be performing live and in concert on Saturday, August the 14th at Ridgewood Community Fun Festival, the first community festival of its kind to be held in Wadsworth, which invites the whole family for a day of fun. On August 14th, begin the day with an antique car show for the parents and turn to kids loose to enjoy the several rides.
And there's Municipal Court Judge Steve McIlvain coming through right now. That looks like his brother Jim driving the car there. Nice convertible.
And all the McIlvains.
That's right.
I can't remember a year in school without a McIlvain.
There's a few of them around.
Uh-huh. Here's the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. The Commerce Float is sponsored by the Huntington National Bank, located in downtown Wadsworth. Riding on the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce Float are the 2004 Rosie Award winners, Business of the Year, the Trading Post Business Year of the Leader of the Year, Ron Pato, First Merit Bank, Outstanding Commercial Improvement for Restoration and Savings Bank and Trust, First Ever Wadsworth Vision Award, C. Allen Nichols, Wadsworth Public Library. The Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce, your networking headquarters of Wadsworth.
And it looks like we're going to be taking a break here for a little bit to light the match.
And who's lighting the match? Do you know? Our Grand Marshal.
We're going to see
is
that
the mayor.
in just
is
a
it
minute.
His wife?
I imagine maybe it's going to be our Army reservist, perhaps.
Yes.
I can hear the Grizzly Fight song in the background there, so I think we may get a shot of them lighting the match here pretty soon, but that's the holdup right now. Now as we're looking downtown towards the beautiful Wadsworth Square, the old Strand Theater off to the left there. And I think we've got the O'Neill Group sneaking up there behind the Chamber of Commerce float. The O'Neill Group's been serving the community for over 75 years. They provide insurance and financial services, as well as for personal as well as commercial clients. And we've got the Judge McIlvain there in the picture. And we want to make sure and mention that the O'Neill Group is one of our festival sponsors this year, and we certainly appreciate that.
And we have many this year, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be going through them all, I think, as we move through the parade here. And we're trying to figure out how long the Blue Tip Parade's been going on, and we don't have that answer, do we, Jim?
No. I've been here since 1973, and if my memory serves me, and sometimes it doesn't.
I know that feeling.
They've had a Blue Tip Festival since then. And you remember it from the 80s.
Even earlier than that. So,
but it's changed. The committee's changed, I think.
I guess the committee that runs it now has been doing it for 29 years. So we'll have the 30th anniversary for the Blue Tip Festival Committee doing the parade and the festival next year. There's the O'Neill Group now.
We like to say a lot of time and work goes into putting this parade together, especially for the committee that probably will start working on it tomorrow for next year.
They might take a day off, but soon thereafter. And I believe Tom Grace is leading the parade effort this year. And it's either Ty or Dwight Powers who's got the overall responsibility this year. And it's really put on by the Rotary Club. I think the Rotary Club takes ownership of the parade and do a great job every year.
Here's the O'Neill Group right now that you were talking about.
Passing by. Boy, they're handing out, what are they handing out? Mug coolers. There. As well as the candy.
Let's hope they don't hurt when they hit.
That's it. I was checking out what they're throwing here.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to the action there. And that looks like an O'Neill right there, tossing the Frisbee. I forget which O'Neill that is. Is that Pat? I'm guessing Pat O'Neill.
And here comes the Wadsworth Rotary Club. They are the parade sponsor and coordinator, the Wadsworth Rotary Club. The Rotary float is entitled Children of the World. Rotary is an international organization trying to eradicate polio worldwide through its Polio Plus program. The eradication of polio gives hope to many children of the world who would otherwise have a bleak future.
And I believe Carolyn Carlson is the president of the Rotary this year. And we've got the Sunbatters Citizen of the Year coming into your picture there. Miss Dawn Powers, employed by Hospice of Wadsworth Rittman. And she is the president of the Wadsworth Rotary Club this year. Tara Lynn was last year. And we salute Dawn as the Wadsworth Citizen of the Year, sponsored by the Sun Banner newspaper.
And there's tiny Miss Wadsworth.
Lauren. And let's see, we got some other contestants coming through here. Hannah Smith. Okay. Another Little Miss Wadsworth. We had Tiny, and that was Little Miss Wadsworth.
And here comes Junior Teen Miss Wadsworth 2003, Nikki Valentine. And here next to her in the fourth car is Teen Miss Wadsworth 2003, Lacey Rhodes.
There's Lacey passing by.
And one of my students in the fifth car, Miss Wadsworth of 2003, Mandy Pearson. This year's pageant is on Saturday at 4 o'clock at the O.J. Work Auditorium. Come and show your support for all the 54 Miss Wadsworth contestants.
And that looks like the rest of the contestants coming through there. So they've got their sponsor sashes on. And that's a truck. The Miss Wadsworth pageant truck from Premier Pontiac right there.
And we'll probably see a lot of vehicles today. Probably a lot of antiques and classic cars.
Speaking of which.
And here comes one.
That would be Medina County Commissioner Pat Geisman, elected Medina County's first female commissioner in 1992. Pat is presently serving her third term. And her 1955 Buick was driven by Wadsworth resident Bob Schaefer. And oh no, look at this group here. That's trouble.
Here comes the Lions. The Wadsworth Lions have been serving the community since 1929. And some of those are original members. Just kidding.
That's Colin Cranston up there.
Who was the original member? No. Their motto is "We serve," and their major focus is for the sight impaired.
And the Wadsworth Blast soccer team is next up here. They've concluded their second year together in the Wadsworth Area Soccer Association's DD Girls program. Their enthusiasm and skills allowed them also to compete in Winter Indoor and most recently the Medina Mist Tournament. Team members include Janny Bailey, Brianna Clendaniel, Sarah Davis, Madison Gilger, Taylor Krells, Carolyn Newton, Kara Powell, Marius and Sansonetti, Rachel Taylor, Jamie Witching, and coaches John Powell and Kathy Kellis. And I apologize to the parents for that pronunciation.
Better you than me. Wait till I get to it. Alter Care Wadsworth is our next in line. Alter Care is an award-winning facility here. It's a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go away. And they're throwing candy.
And we're being hit with the candy. We thank you, though. We thank you. Next, that's Realty One Real Living coming up next. And celebrating their 20th year as a parade participant, Realty One Real Living's Wadsworth office is proud to be participating in this year's event. The office has over 35 employees and is headed up by manager Kathy Watson. As always, Wadsworth's Realty One Real Living office sponsors the gazebo, offering refreshments and seating to local nursing home residents and seniors. Realty One Real Living agents are experts at the business of buying and selling homes.
Okay, and Mike, if you have any more questions on real estate, just ask me. Here comes Leonard Decker and his 1931 Ford Model A, a two-door sedan.
And it looks like he's got a Muppet helping him out today, waving out the car there.
That's cute. That's a nice-looking car.
And the Magnolia Care and Rehab Center has their trolley rolling here. They're a 109-bed skilled facility located on Johnson Road in Wadsworth. Services offered are hospice services, psychological services, therapy services, and 24-hour skilled nursing care. Our residents have been in the Blue Tip Parade for approximately 20 years, and this is something they always look forward to as they wave to the camera there.
Please welcome Dave Hammerly, Wadsworth City Treasurer.
In the truck there, I'm betting that may be his wife, I think. And behind him is Commissioner Steve Hambley out walking. He's got the red car there. Steve has been county commissioner since 1997. He's obtained over $1.5 million in grants to preserve open space in Medina County, and he's obtained millions in much-needed highway projects like the I-71 widening and 3rd Lane and State Route 18 upgrade.
And following that promo is the Living Bible Museum. Step into Bible Walk. Ohio's only life-size wax museum presents this float as a reminder of God's love for his people. Bible Walk has recently opened its 4th life-size wax museum entitled Heart of the Reformation. This unique tour gives you a look into our Christian heritage and the lives of the reformers.
And they're located down in Mansfield, and right behind them, our favorite float. Here comes the WCTV Cam Cart, courtesy of Liberty Golf Carts of Brunswick. See yourself in the Blue Tip Parade on WCTV tomorrow at 8 p.m. Also, I think 7:30 in the morning. There's Homer Baldwin getting some candy thrown out there.
And Joe Gabrosik.
Oh, that's who's on the back there. It's one of the polka guys there. Yeah. I think he's the funnier of the two on that program. I'm not sure.
And there's the paintball guys, too, in the next
cart.
Oh,
okay.
Coming up is welcome residents and staff from the Golden Leaf and Sterling Oaks residents. It's beautifully decorated. Has a little Hawaiian
theme.
Play. Yeah.
That's right. We've got the that's the hula skirt going around it there. I get it now. And behind them is Hospice of Wadsworth Rittman. They're proud to serve our community, and their office is right here in the downtown First Merit building. Congratulations to the 2004 Volunteers of the Year, Carol Girding, and office volunteers Don and Betty Wilcox, and professional volunteers Jerry and Sue Lichty.
Well, that certainly got a lot of people's attention. MSL Realty celebrates the Blue Tip Festival with Matchstick Man because at MSL our service can't be matched.
They're hiding.
Come visit. They're not.
They're hiding right behind that DH&L.
I'm looking at the
truck
wrong one.
there.
It's DH&L.
And DH&L, I think, is one of our sponsors of the festival. As I said, I think Tire Dwight Powers has a big hand in the events this year.
And now here comes the Matchstick Man.
And that's from MSL Realty, and they've taken over the historic Strand Theater.
Come visit us at the historic Strand for all your commercial and residential needs. And they are one of the festival sponsors.
That's a different little outfit there. And now here's the MSL Realty cart right behind them. Their house, their golf house.
Well, there's all kinds of different homes for sale in Wadsworth, and there goes one of them right now.
Yes, indeed.
And coming up next is the Tamor Parade lineup. The Shriners. These units are from Tamor Shrine in Akron. They are one of 191 shrines in North America. The Shriners are noted for their bands, calliopes, colorful marching units, and most of all, the 19 crippled children's hospitals and 3 burn institutes where all the care is free. Tamor is currently sponsoring over 325 children. Treatment is free without regard to race or religion. Should you know of such a child, contact a Shriner and he will put you in contact with our admissions committee.
And the flags that just passed by are their Legion of Honor. And coming up after that is their Devon, which I believe is their officers. It's got their band on it there. Well, that's their drum and bugle corps. Right.
Then is the blue and white Harleys. They are from Timor Temple Guard. The three-wheelers are all antiques, having been first put into service as police motorcycles in the early 1950s. The two-wheelers are owned by the individual.
And here they go into their standard circular formation with the motorcycles.
I feel like getting up and marching. I'm sure you don't, but no.
And they've got Shriners hospitals in Mexico, Canada, Panama, as well as the United States.
Those are beautiful bikes.
Yes, indeed. And they've got a note here about their large flag. I didn't see it, but I wonder if it might have passed us by. 30 feet by 40 feet, over 13 years old. Usually takes 10 to 12 people to handle it. Boy, they send a lot of people out to the parades. We're checking our notes on the Shriners here, and that's why we might miss some of it. They've got so many participants.
Well, they do an awful lot for the community and certainly for the state and for the nation as a whole. You can hear the siren, and next coming up is a beautiful yellow fire truck.
1967 Ward LaChance fire engine just coming into view now.
It's driven by our director of staff. And this fire truck is only used for parades and an occasional ride around the parking lot. And there's a kind of semi-clown Uncle Sam caricature on it.
That's a dangerous coupling there.
Yes, we will not make any political remarks at this point. And before I go on, nothing I say is
represents the views of WCTV
or any of their employees.
Looks like the Crazy Cops coming up right behind the fire engine there, and that's their Crazy Cops vehicle. They've been out of existence a few years, but now they're back and better than ever. If you can call that performance. Well, they have caught, coming into view, they have picked up someone, so working as well as ever.
Looks like a former student. Next is the Wadsworth Youth Wrestling. Has over 120 members.
And they're coming up right behind the Tadmor Shrine. There they are.
Right.
And they were runner-up in the Ohio Youth State Meet this year with 9 state placers. The beginning of another tough Wadsworth High School Grizzly squad, I imagine, here. We're showing state 5th place, Josh Otanikar, Matt Newer.
And they're not afraid to pose.
And state runner-up, Eric Jones. There's the kids trying to get into the picture there. And they got a bubble gun. That's a new device.
And welcome the Sheriff Neil Hassinger and his deputies of Medina County Sheriff's Department.
And they got their motorcycles going there. I didn't even realize we had a motorcycle squad at the Sheriff's Department.
And there's all 3 of them.
There's John Deshawn driving the cruiser there. I can't see over to who's in the truck. And Neil is following on a little behind here. He's coming into our viewing area. He and his wife riding in the convertible. And it looks like they may have some grandchildren there following them. Whoop. We got Neil in a sling. What did you do, Joe?
No comment. Hey, he's still got a pretty good arm.
And I think we've got County Commissioner Sharon Ray up next there, a Wadsworth graduate. And got her sign on the sheriff's truck there. Some of the K9 unit there are going to have a demonstration, it looks like. We've got the dog sitting down, waiting for the proper sign.
Very well trained.
Yeah. And these dogs they train actually live with their trainers, so they go home at night with the officers, and long process to get them trained. And they now deputize the dogs.
Probably an awful lot of work, obedience school and everything that goes into perfecting all the skills. These dogs are considered to be basically to be officers, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And a final sheriff's cruiser coming through here. And coming up now, we've got the Grizzly Club Preschool. It's one of the largest preschool providers in Wadsworth, located downtown in Trinity Church. The Grizzly Club Preschooler provides exemplary programming to enhance a child's physical, social, and intellectual growth. The preschool provides these outstanding services to children ages 3 to 5. Come join their den at the Grizzly Club Preschool, where all little Grizzlies get their start. Oh, I like that. All little Grizzlies get their start.
We'd like to inform you that Mike and I are writing all this as we go on.
It's amazing how we just come up with it off the cuff.
Yeah, I'm writing it and he's reading it.
That's why we were selected to do this show.
Yeah.
For our quick wit and biting humor.
Biting wit and quick humor.
I learned mine in speech class in high school.
Let's move on.
A long time ago.
Here's a Wadsworth United Methodist Church presents PAC 3402 Cub Scouts. Join today. Bob Hassinger, Cub Master Andy McPherson, and Cub Master Assistant Ramona Zimmerman. Committee Advancement Chairman Jim Watson, Den Leader Mr. Miller, Den Leader John Smith, and Tiger Cub Coach.
And that was Bob Hassenjager. I know that.
Thank
and
you.
That's the Galaxy's Alien. Galaxy Alien, if you get that connection, riding by in a limousine there.
Another former student.
Fine dining up at the Galaxy. They do an excellent job. We're glad to have them here. And the Holiday Inn Express right behind them. They're right next to the Galaxy up there. 74 beautiful rooms, an exercise pool, fitness center, and sauna. Oh, one of my favorite floats in the parade.
I'll let you have it.
It's Kovac Realtors. I see Darlene Kovac at the rail there.
Well, they're going to throw candy right at us.
Michelle Boyd there. Look at those realtors.
They're
when
saluting
buying or
us.
selling a home, count on Kovac Realtors to help you live the American dream, like mom and apple pie. Owning your own home provides a sense of security that's hard to beat. Call Kovac Realtors and start living the good life.
And when you say mom, you really mean mom.
They don't. Yeah, mom and apple pie. Oh, look who's right behind him. You take this one, Joe.
Mikey Kovac has been serving as our Medina County Auditor for the past 12 years. A Wadsworth High School graduate, not if I could have helped it, Kovac
I outsmarted him. I got out.
And his office have been recognized.
Look at those beautiful children. Oh, I was going to say, look at those beautiful children. My wife's trying to get in the picture. We've got Madison and Lauren out there. And there's Alyssa Kovac, Dawn Kovac, Mike knows driving, Katie's helping out. We've got Crystal Hurley and Katie and Kristen. And Brittany Sukan. I get in trouble if I don't mention them all.
And welcome the friendly folks from Bueller's Market, where quality and courtesy meet. Fresh produce, black Angus beef, tasty cakes all come together to provide your family with the finest ingredients available for all your home-cooked meals.
And they've got great ice cream, too, cheap.
Yeah.
We can't forget that. We've got the United Twirlers up next. They are here for their 8th year and are marching to patriotic music to celebrate the greatness of America. The United Twirlers represent the western Stark County area, and we certainly appreciate them coming up here to join in the parade.
Nice festive uniforms.
Yes, indeed.
Red and white.
Red, white, and blue on the back, the younger kids. And they've got the boys carrying the banner. That's good. Oh, I see the paintball guy coming through here.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Doing his impromptu interviews. And looks like Smythe Kramer's coming up next here.
WCTV booth camera now being manned by Tyler Doyle.
Smythe Kramer, the #1 company in homes sold in Northeast Ohio. They celebrated their 100th anniversary last year, and they also combined their operations with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services in Pittsburgh. And there they are. They've got a Mardi Gras theme, it looks like there. I think I see Ann Hayduck coming into the picture there. There's Ann.
And Rock 107 is out in the streets of Wadsworth. Be sure to grab some candy from the Rock 107 street team from our station for Bob and Tom in the morning. Rock 107.
And that sounds like about the music that you listen to in the morning on your way to work.
I have the same speakers in my car.
Sonnet's Cafe is up next. Food, a great cup of coffee, or a great meal. Visit Sonnet's Cafe, now featuring nightly entertainment like open mic night, book club, game night, and more. Sonnet's is located on the square in downtown Wadsworth. And there's some of that live music that they're referring to. Todd Power, I believe, is the owner of Sonnet's. Well, that doesn't quite look like Payless Shoe Store. It's the Kelly Miller Circus under the big top, and I'm willing to bet that they're coming to Wadsworth sometime this year, maybe on behalf of Rotary or Kiwanis.
I know Kiwanis is going to be having a circus. It might be
that Kiwanis. Might be Kiwanis. We hate to mix that up, but look for the signs coming up probably this summer. This looks like Blooming Acres coming up here, and Club Cabana, Blooming Acres up on Route 94, I believe. Oh, and they're combined with Payless Shoe Store. That's why we're mixed up, Joe. We've got our list here in front of us, and sometimes it doesn't always correlate. But we've...
Rolling Thunder, Ohio Chapter 2, is a POW and MIA nonprofit organization.
And they've got a very nice van decked out there. And, of course, they're veterans who ride motorcycles. And they've recently been to D.C. and Columbus working on veterans' rights.
Some beautiful-looking bikes.
Glad they are here to join us today.
And here comes the fire trucks. Welcome the fire apparatus of Wadsworth and the surrounding communities. We salute these fine individuals for their willingness to risk themselves to protect and to serve. And there's the Wadsworth Fire Department.
Trivia question. Who is our fire chief right now? Is it Ralph Copley? I'm not sure either. So
I think so.
Dick Connor, long-serving.
Yes,
and I believe it may be Ralph Copley, but we certainly appreciate their volunteer fire force. A lot of training, a lot of hard work that goes in, and we certainly appreciate.
And now we have two fire departments, or two firehouses.
Two fire stations. We got the one up north end. So in case there's ever a problem with that bridge, we've got the coverage now. And these vehicles, I think the least expensive runs about $250,000, and they go up from there. So takes a little bit of money to outfit a fire department.
And with the growth of Wadsworth, the fire department's probably more necessity than ever before, and probably used much more degree.
Like Andy Honnard up there on the fire truck. Tanker number 5.
Yeah.
And it looks like we've got the Lafayette fire engine coming up right behind us. Lafayette Township, located up towards Medina, also run their own fire department. And we appreciate them coming down to join us this year. And another Lafayette Township Fire Department tanker. See, John Crawford, Donna Young, and Linda Bowers, I believe, are the Lafayette Township trustees.
The trucks are one of the big enjoyments of all the youth, all the little kids here, all looking at the trucks.
And I'm glad we're in the quiet zone here, Joe.
We are.
It's Medina's life support team operating out of Medina General Hospital, serving the city of Medina, Medina Township, and Montville Township. And there's a young lady who I bet is going to be hot right behind the Seville Guilford truck. She's in her full firefighting gear. They got the wave down. There they go. All right.
Here comes the emergency squad from Valley View, Liverpool Township Fire Department, the EMS.
Home of the frog jump, Ohio's frog jump. Coming to first, that's Pete Berger, the police chief or fire chief in the vehicle. August 8th, first, second Sunday in August. If you've never been up to the Valley City frog jump, it's something if you've got kids you ought to come out and see.
Brunswick Fire and Rescue.
And I believe they're one of the only units in the county with some full-time staff. Brunswick
Here comes
City.
an antique, a beautiful antique fire truck from Copley Fire Department. Ladder number 1. It's retired.
Retired, and I feel good about that. As nice as it is, you can see the difference with some of the newer vehicles now.
That's a terrific shape.
And there's Dad pulling his son back from the street. That's good. All you kids out there listening, when you're at the parades, stay back at the curb, right? Every year we've got kids who are a little anxious to get that candy and come racing out. There's the police officer telling the children right now to stand back.
He's also grabbing all the candy he can find off the street.
I'm sure he's distributing that out to the children. There he goes. Look at that.
This is also an antique from Medina.
Medina, number 3. Okay.
And Norton's represented by Engine 22.
And we've got the fire dog on top there, looking pretty happy to be there.
Beautiful Dalmatian.
Wonder how he handles those sirens up there. Although actually, are Dalmatians deaf?
I don't know.
I think they may be. So,
maybe.
So we look at Litchfield's Fire and Rescue coming through here. Appreciate all the area county squads sending their vehicles down for the parade.
There are a lot of fire trucks this year. As I said earlier, the kids just love these.
They're a great attraction. There's one from Sharon Township. Jim Dudek and Emil Bolas trustees. And I can't remember the third one. I'll be in trouble. I'll get a phone call. Oh, looks like he has a little There's Andy Honnard. I had the wrong person earlier. And he's on another antique fire engine for Wadsworth. Wonder if a lot of these are Charlie Bowes.
I wonder, he has how many? I know
he maintains quite a few, and I think he's in one of these coming up back there. There, they used the siren a little bit. There's one from Massillon.
Well, that's probably from the 1930s, would you say, early 40s?
That could well be. I don't remember back that far, Joe.
Yeah,
but
well, I was
depending on your expertise.
just got my license.
There's a young guy driving there, and Godzilla riding with him.
Former student.
And here comes Medina County's hazmat vehicle.
The goat trailer.
Must be for all the gear, the hazardous gear they keep in there. In case there's a spill of chemicals and such, they need those suits to safely take care of the problem.
And Rittman's also represented, engine number 52.
In yellow, I've never understood. How do you decide what color to
I don't know.
get your fire trucks? I guess they both stand out, yellow and red.
And do you have to keep the same color for all your trucks? Is there a for each department? And here's a Rittman ladder truck.
City of Rittman and Wayne County, but Wadsworth's neighbor across the line. Yeah.
Very well preserved antique. Ever ready from Bristol.
And they're carrying the sign of the Red Knights Motorcycle Club. And that appears to be a group of firemen or motorcycle enthusiasts. They've got a website, www.redknightsmc.com. And appropriately, most of their motorcycles are cherry red or fire engine red.
These are some big bikes.
Young man videotaping us. Give a wave there. Again, you're enjoying the 2004 Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade. And of course, the festival runs all week down around the stadium, Memorial Park there. If you get a chance, stop on down.
Once again, we'd like to thank WCTV for taping this, doing a good job in directing and doing all the camera work.
And bringing it to you in your home. The Orville Fire Department with a nice paint scheme there on their engines.
It's interesting, the trucks aren't like they used to be, all red. Now they're a little flashy. They have a little bit, more insignias, more color to them.
And there's Guilford Township Seville Fire Department. Guilford Township, Seville, I just believe merged their fire department EMT.
And the next truck is not a fire department truck.
Although
it's
it's
the Wadsworth.
cherry red?
Yes, the Wadsworth Public Library has 2 bookmobiles serving the community at schools and neighborhoods locations. Each vehicle carries around 4,000 items. If you see the bookmobile in your neighborhood, stop and get a library card.
And is that the cook? Okay, it is the Cookie Monster.
Is it?
Thank goodness some kid yelled it out. I wasn't sure.
You can also get books on tape and DVDs.
That might have been Rhonda Menzimer riding in there, although I think she's working right now behind us. Down at the Wadsworth Library. Now we've got State Representative Bob Gibbs, who represents the Wadsworth area, actually from, I believe, Holmes County, in his first term down at the state legislature. And there's Ron Amstutz, state senator, across the way.
And Wadsworth Youth Football and Cheerleading. These are our future Grizzlies for boys and girls ages 8 through 13. This is a nonprofit organization with many volunteers to give our youth a wonderful experience in sports.
And we saw the Redskins go by earlier. I just saw Tom Marin yesterday and Jimmy O'Brien. And Jimmy was a Redskin his whole career and had Tom Marin as a coach. So Jimmy was telling his daughter how his coach was so much harder on him than he is on her.
Well, it's really
in the old days, boy, 2 miles to school, uphill both ways.
Well, there is a great program here in Wadsworth,
Yes,
all sports.
indeed.
You can watch it all the way from grade school throughout the high school years.
We've got, is that Weight
Applebee's.
Watchers on the front? Yes.
Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar, now featuring our new Weight Watchers menu and our fresh garden classics. So come in and out of the heat and join us for a bite to eat.
And there's the floor store guy riding around in his little what is that, a tricycle, yes. And with the Floor Store car right behind them. They're right in our camera view. Right there's the Floor Store.
And they are also a festival sponsor.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate that. The Floor Store in Wadsworth and Burbank.
And next is Kimmel Heating and Air Conditioning, which is located in Wadsworth. And the owner is Mike Kimmel, another former student.
How long you been teaching, Joe?
31 years.
31 years. 4 years till retirement is what you're telling
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Joe Gaines, a long-time figure up at Wadsworth High School.
I started when
speech
I
and
was
debate
10 years
circles.
old.
That's amazing.
Yes. Well, and I've seen Wadsworth grow since 1973. It's changed a lot. But the parade still represents that unity, that good American,
Still got the small-town charm, so...
middle America.
We've got the UPS truck holed up out there. Maybe they're making a delivery to the Floor Store of Pizzazzio's. I'm not sure. Well, this is a 3-trailer truck coming up here. Now they're moving through. UPS, the guys in the brown uniforms. And they just opened up their distribution center here in the south end of Wadsworth, new industrial park. And that is a long truck. And it looks like we have some purple coming up here. That can only mean one city.
Barberton. And here comes the Magic City Twirlers. And they come from, of course, Barberton. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I was going to say home of the hated Magic, so I guess we
No.
can't hate the Twirlers.
No.
But a long-time rivalry between Barberton and Wadsworth, and a good rivalry. They just have one featured twirler here, the Magic City Twirlers, it looks like. Oh, no, here we go.
they come.
We've got the lead twirler out there getting some separation in the parade right now. The worst curse possible for announcers, right, Joe? Be
Especially
witty.
we have
Be
to
witty.
think on our feet.
Here comes the rest of the
Yeah.
Magic City Twirlers. They've got their van, and the girls are back behind there. Always a big thrill, particularly for the younger girls. Looks like we've got some coming here with the Magic City Twirlers. And I tell you what, this is a long parade for some of those youngsters. And here comes the younger twirlers now. Getting some coaching. And we certainly appreciate the Magic City Twirlers coming over to Wadsworth. There's our littlest twirler. Whoa, it's Pete Rademacher coming onto the scene there.
He's the 1956 Olympic heavyweight boxing champion, gold medalist. He won the gold medal with 3 knockouts, including a Russian in the finals in Melbourne. It's in Australia, of course. And then he was selected to lead the American athletes and carry the American flag in the closing ceremonies of the Olympic Games.
And
Is he going to come by again here?
a big
Real quick?
feature at most of the parades. Well, that would be Judge Mary Kovac, Joe. Look at that. There's my young Michael Kovac. What a handsome young man there. And of course, that's Kyle and Callie helping out. And obviously, we've got people out of order here. But this would be Medina County Treasurer John Burke. And it looks like
Is that John on the organ?
that would be John on the organ. I think that's his son, looking happy on the back of the truck. And there's a lot of Treasurer's Office employees behind him. There's Tom. And the Sky Park float coming into view there. And that's Dan Weltzian who runs Sky Park up there. And he's got a little plane in the back of his truck there. Now we've got Carolyn's cupboard, and I think we're back on track.
It's located at 138 Main Street in Wadsworth. Stop in and check out the store. We have bulk foods, candies, teas, and candles, gift items, ice cream, and even grizzly items for a special Wadsworth fan. Look for the friendly faces at Carolyn's. They'll be waiting for you.
And there's Bob Evans up next, up at the north end of town in Wadsworth, one of my family's favorite places to eat. They've got great kids' meals. So, boy, they're out in force tonight, huh? Oh, and they're passing out the kids' meal packets there, I see. The gentleman in the...
I wonder who's minding the store.
I'm sure they've got it under control. Boy, they have a large contingent out, I tell you what. I'm willing to bet that some family members were drafted into service for that.
Wise Framing. If you love it, frame it at A Wise Framing, a wise place for your framing needs.
And I think those folks we couldn't identify were added on at the end. Maybe. And we've got a break here.
A lot of kids are here to enjoy it.
Yes, indeed. They're creeping back out into the street. I'm waiting for the policeman to move out there. And this looks like Nancy Abbott, Medina County Recorder, coming up. White van, blue colors.
And is that Nancy
There's
with the
Nancy
hat?
on the far side. She's going to come into view, or no? They're just keeping the camera on the van there. So, but Nancy is out there handing out candy.
River Sticks Market is next. It's a great place to stop for a refreshing hand-dipped ice cream cone. We can also help you with any of your NASCAR racing apparel and collectible needs. Located on State Route 57 between Medina and Wadsworth, stop and see all we have to offer.
And they've got great hand-dipped ice cream, and if you're into racing collectibles, boy, that's the place to
Really?
be.
They have a lot of...
Carry a lot of that, yes.
Now, see, I'd go for the ice cream.
You and me both, Joe.
Oh.
And that's Judge Edna Boyle, the 9th District Court of Appeals, coming into view. Looks like she's got a son or a grandson there with her tonight. Ninth District Court of Appeals, located over in Akron, serving Summit, Medina, and Lorain counties. And that's Academy of Young Minds, I think. We hope. Yes.
The Academy of Young Minds Child Care and Preschool Center, now serving families of Wadsworth at 2 locations. North Wadsworth on Weatherstone Drive and South Wadsworth on Wadsworth Road. Formerly the Wadsworth Rittman Daycare. Please come and check us out. Your kids will love you for it.
And they're now enrolling. They've got their sign up. This is a Covington Fire Department truck, another antique.
It's interesting where the siren is right in the middle of the hood.
They used to have to crank that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess,
some of the
yeah.
old ones I've seen, they crank them. And that may be one of those. Peak Performance Athletic Center, and actually they're the folks right across the street from us here in downtown Wadsworth. They're also handing out some Gatorade on the other side of the square. They've got tanning now open, racquetball, volleyball, cardio, and aerobics available at Peak Performance. And this is Judge Beth Whitmore coming through now. And I think she may also be on the 9th Court of Appeals, but I'm not certain. 9th
Got it right there.
We're back into our program here.
Yeah.
The folks at home probably can't even tell when we're winging it and when we're reading, Joe.
We're never winging it.
I received
very well.
I received all that good training from Gene Kovac. Yeah. Those who watch the Polka Show know that is a well choreographed and practiced programs. So,
Well, there has been many changes as we're looking over our agenda here.
I think we know who's coming up next, though. We can see a yellow chicken, and fortunately enough, our next...
It's Hoppy. Here comes Hoppy, the White House chicken mascot. Can we see him yet? Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Legendary White House chicken located right here in Wadsworth on Great Oaks Trail across from the Great Oaks bowling lanes. Stop in and say hello to the owners, Mike and Lisa. Is that Payakov?
Payakov.
Payakov.
I was going to wait to see how you pronounce that.
I knew you had a better chance.
I had a long time over in Barberton, one of the famous Barberton chicken houses, are now branching out, and they too are a parade and festival sponsor. So,
and they're relatively new to Wadsworth, aren't they?
Yes, they are. But again, over in Barberton for a long, long time, part of the world famous Barberton chicken mafia.
I've never heard two words, chicken and mafia, put together in my life.
You
I'll
heard
never
it
hear
here
that
first.
again.
WCTV, groundbreaking events brought to you from around Wadsworth and the world. Oh, this is a cute one coming up. John and Vicky Sussman's float, Sussman and Associates. They're stopped at Pazzazzio's Pizza. I'm not sure. I think I see John running in. They probably didn't get dinner before the parade here, but what is that on top of the truck coming in here?
If I told you what I thought it was.
I know what that is. I'm testing you, Joe.
I want to say an abacus.
I would agree with you. So it's got an abacus mounted on top of that.
Early computer. Former
Yeah,
computer.
I'm sure Sussman Associates is not still using the abacus, but kind of cute for a CPA
yeah,
firm.
that's excellent.
They're a local accounting firm serving Wadsworth since 1990. They provide the traditional services that you'd expect from a CPA firm and a variety of other services, including payroll preparation, trust and estate tax returns, and complete bookkeeping services. If you haven't met Vicki Sussman and her fine staff, stop by and see him. And also, Vicki is the winner of the chili cook-off
Oh, really?
contest of the decade. She was quite a cook, too.
The next entry is the Antique Warehouse located on 9940 Akron Road in Rittman. And this truck is pulling I guess, antique furniture, and I don't want to say antique people. Antique Warehouse, over 400 pieces of furniture.
And they brought a few to share with us tonight. And they've got another trailing truck, Antique Warehouse over in Rittman. And next up is Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Troop 3403 and 403. 3403 consists of 20 boys and their families, and the Cub Master is Mary Roos. And the pack number 403 Boy Scouts, the home church is Ridgewood Baptist, and the Scout Master is Shane Dean. And I'm willing to bet that's Shane right there. I think these are more boys. These are Tiger Scouts coming. These are the youngest Boy Scouts. These actually, I think this starts as early as 5 and 6 years old now.
So they're actually younger than the Cub Scouts?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with this.
I'm learning that with my son. We've got Tiger Scouts, Bear Scouts, Wolf Scouts, then Bear Scouts, and then some other things on the way to Boy Scouts there.
And I can tell by the music, I'm hearing it right.
And I think I'm seeing Goober. What is that?
It's a 1962 Ford Galaxy, has been restored by Belcher Funeral Home in Norton. It is an exact replica of the Mayberry squad car used by Sheriff Andy Taylor and Deputy Barney Fife of the Andy Griffith television show. It's the Mayberry squad car. Belcher Funeral Home is proud to be a part of the Blue Tip Parade this year, and we hope that you will enjoy seeing part of Mayberry in your own hometown. There's Opie and Aunt Bee.
Well, that's a good likeness on the other
That's a great
gentleman out
car.
there, yes.
Shazam.
And it looks like Wadsworth Masonic Lodge, 3385 coming through. They were chartered in 1867, and they've been serving Wadsworth for 137 years. Our goal is to make good men better, and Freemasonry is open to men of all faiths. Bill Young, I believe, may be a Mason up there. That's Ideal Graphics there.
Mm-hmm. It's also a festival sponsor. It's currently in the 6th year of business, located in downtown Wadsworth on 126 North Pardee Street. They would like to thank Wadsworth for its support. Because of this community, the ideal continues to grow.
And
coming up,
Abbey Dance Studio. They're molding young minds to the pursuit of creative arts. Or is this Kids Quest? This appears to be Kids Quest of the Valley View Chapel, I think north of town up on State Road. They've got team players, drama, 3rd through 6th grade. Kids Quest Camp I Will Go Away. Extreme Summer Camp. July 19th through the 23rd. They got all kinds of things going on this summer for the kids. Valley View Chapel. Next, they just built a beautiful new chapel up on State Road. Had the chance to play basketball in there this winter.
And now coming up is the Abbey Dance Studio. Abbey Dance Studio, molding young minds through the pursuit of creative arts.
Here they come through dancing. Reminds me of the Jazzercise people, Joe. It always amazes me when the Jazzercise folks come through. Abbey Dance Center in Wadsworth, Ohio. I believe they're in the Great Oaks Plaza. I'm not certain. But they've got a lot of
I
young
think you're
children
relatively
there.
new also, aren't they?
Yes. But they've got a big contingent out tonight. Some of the girls in costume there.
We're having a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed.
Getting into the mood.
Oh, they got some little ones in the back of the trailer there. They're always the most fun at the dance recitals. You never know what to expect when you get out there. Abbey Dance Studio.
Very colorful
Wadsworth,
costumes.
Ohio. And here comes Breakpoint. That's an after-school club for 5th through 8th graders. They provide computers, homework help, indoor and outdoor recreation, field trips, and community service projects. You can register now for next school year. Come out and enjoy the fun at Breakpoint. Van donated by Wadsworth Rotary, Wadsworth Newcomers, and Akron Golf Charities.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Warner Cable. I can't believe it. John and Joanna, forgive me.
Visit the new Alberto's Coney Island for the best in pizza, Nathan's famous hot dogs, fresh cut French fries, and more. Stop in to see our collection of old photos of Coney Island, Chippewa Lake, Cedar Point, and Euclid Beach. Alberto's Coney Island, the place for fun and great food just north of Great Oaks on 94.
They're on the triangle up there. And also, they've got the tremendous chili recipe that opposition people were trying to steal way time back, I believe. And we've got the Kinder Care Learning Centers coming through now. They're located here in Wadsworth, and they're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Call in or stop for more details. And they've got their van coming through. They get kids off to school, pick them up from school with that van. And they're up north of town, too, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Very colorful. The Medina County Park District has worked hard to preserve 3,480 acres of land in Medina County. While visiting 13 of our open parks, Medina County residents can enjoy Mother Nature at her best. Several of the parks offer hiking, biking, fishing, and picnicking throughout the year. Throughout the year, the Medina County Park District also plans educational and recreational programs. Astronomy, canoeing, environmental lectures, and art and crafts are just a few of the programs and opportunities people of all ages can enjoy. It's the Medina County Parks District.
And Tom James is their director, and they've got some great parks out there if you hadn't had the chance to get out and see them. A lot of fun to take the kids out there.
And is she holding a skunk?
Oh, my goodness. I hope she's holding that tight. Yes, she is, Joe.
It's not live, is it? Yeah, I'm afraid it is.
And next up is Anschutz Furniture and Moving Company, a longtime downtown Wadsworth resident. They want to thank Wadsworth and the surrounding area for 20 years of support to help us get to where we are today. proud to be serving families for over 20 years. Oh, and look who's right behind them, Joe.
Jazzercise.
Always one of my favorites.
Good for you. No,
I don't know how they do it. They jazzercise the whole way down the parade route. Look at, and that's tough. We've had days much hotter than this one. Yeah.
This is a great day to do it. The weather's terrific for it. But Jazzercise combines the elements of jazz, dance, resistance training, yoga, Pilates, kickboxing, and more to create truly effective programs for people of every age and fitness level.
I'm giving them a round of applause.
Yeah, and they are certainly fit.
I take up all those fitness things too, Joe.
Oh, yeah, I watch people a lot.
That's right.
Wadsworth classes are located at Wadsworth Fitness Zone next to Bueller's.
And that's who's coming up next, Wadsworth Fitness Zone. Get fit at the Wadsworth Fitness Zone with a variety of group exercise classes like spinning, boot camp, and Pilates, plus tanning. Personal trainers, certified massage therapists, and nutritionists. Look at those guys go on the bikes there. Wadsworth Fitness Zone is the perfect place for all ages and fitness levels. Check us out next to Bueller's. So I just wonder if they're pedaling the whole parade route like the Jazzercise folks.
I got a feeling they're not going to make it as much as the Jazzercise.
Tumblebees, gymnastics and cheer coming through. Oh, I think they'd probably go with the fitness zone. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. You can hear the drums in the background. That can only mean one thing. That's the Native American Indian and Veterans Center Corporation. It is a nonprofit human service agency made up of American Indians, veterans, and non-Indian volunteers, providing social, cultural, recreational activities and health education to low-income American Indians and non-Indian families in the state of Ohio. Very colorful costumes.
I thought they were located in Akron. They've got Norton, Ohio on the side of their truck. Yes, some great costumes there.
Very authentic. Drums.
Native American Indians and Veterans Center. A lot of history with the Indians in this area, of course.
Yeah, I think as of last night, they're 500 now.
Sorry. Joe. And the Native American Indians and Veterans continuing the legacy today. Next up, we've got the Akron Beacon Journal truck.
Well, you'll probably read an editorial about the comments I just made.
Did you know that you could have the Akron Beacon Journal delivered to your door?
No.
If you're not getting it, you may not be getting the world. Assisted by Mark Kovac in their production department, I'll have you know.
The Wadsworth chapter of the American Red Cross has been in town since July of 1917. Supported by over 300 volunteers, the Red Cross provides services in our community every day of the year.
And we've got Judge Donna Carr up next. She's got her sign out front. She's in the white convertible. She, too, is a judge on the 9th District Court of Appeals.
It's a nice vet. Through the years, tractors have helped America industrialize. From 1921 Ford tractor with a crank start and steel wheels to the 2004 zero-turn mowing tractors. Akron Tractor has what you're looking for. Akron Tractor is celebrating 40 years of serving Northeast Ohio since 1964. Akron Tractor has all your mowing needs.
Looks like they had both those up there on their tractor trailer and one trailing behind here.
Boy, tractors certainly have changed throughout the
years.
Yes,
they have. And this is more of Akron Tractor coming here in an RTV, a Kubota. Oh, they're pulling the truck. That threw me off for a minute.
Yeah.
I guess they're showing the towing power of that little thing there. I don't know if it's as good as John Hanna's gator out that he has.
What does he have?
John Hanna's got a gator out at his farm. 8-wheel. They're showing the zero turning motion of today's mower. Akron Tractor and Equipment Incorporated, Collier Road in Akron, Ohio.
Well, it looks like fun.
Yes, it does. Reminds you of the days of the precision plunger drill team, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah, that's easy for you to say, Mike.
Again, it's all that speech training I received at Wadsworth High School.
Let's not go there. You're right, though. This is kind of fun to watch. It looks like bumper cars.
Don't try this at home.
No.
This is a controlled area here. Coming up now, the City of Wadsworth Electric and Communications crew. Throughout our most recent series of storms, the people at Wadsworth Electric and Communications have kept your power on and your refrigerator running, not to mention your favorite television show on the air. Let's show them our appreciation. www.wadsnet.com. Wait, that's my couch, Joe.
That's your couch? Are you serious?
I knew I should have locked it up. Of course, they offer internet services also. A lot of people have the cable service in Wadsworth, but they now offer high-speed internet services through Wadsworth Cable also. And, of course, Wadsworth, one of the leaders in the nation in public access TV. And
it's been that way for several years. And I don't think people really realize that.
No, you don't realize it if you're not outside Wadsworth.
Right, and I've met people all the way from Chicago that knew about WCTV.
Yep, there's one of the Wadsworth electric trucks.
Much more progressive of a little city than people might
Yes,
assume.
indeed.
Main Street Wadsworth is a new nonprofit organization dedicated to development and maintenance of the downtown Wadsworth identity that will enhance the community's social, cultural, and commercial environment. Formerly known as the Wadsworth Merchants Association, Main Street Wadsworth seeks to promote economic growth through the marketing of downtown businesses. Main Street programs are active throughout the county and in Ohio, including the communities of Worcester, Galleon, and Bowling Green.
And there's Judge Jim Kimbler coming past now. Here comes the judge, James Kimbler. T.J. Shannon Construction up next. I never knew where the T came from. He was always Jimmy Shannon.
That's how I remember it, too. It's a full-service remodeling company. Owners and Wadsworth graduates Jim Shannon and Tim Dawson started the business over 10 years ago.
And it looks like representatives of Savings Bank and Trust coming up now. We welcome Savings Bank and Trust to their new location at 1052 High Street in Wadsworth. Stop by and see our new facility. And I think they won an architectural award from the Chamber of Commerce this year, if memory serves me correctly.
Nice red Mustang.
Savings Bank and Trust, solutions, not problems.
And the next Mustang right behind it is Dean Holman, who has been the Medina County prosecutor since January of 1989. His office prosecutes approximately 600 felony cases a year, takes action in approximately 1,500 child support cases per year, and provides a wide array of legal service to county and township offices.
That's his wife Karen Holman, the former Karen Sondels there, and Ann Eisenhower. Karen, his better half. And it looks like the Medina County Health Department coming up now. They sponsor the mosquito control program, which I think this truck provides that for them. They've got an environmental division, the WIC, Women, Infant, and Children Division, Nursing Division, and Dental Clinic.
I might try to redirect the mosquito control program to my house.
They've been doing great at my house this year.
Oh. Too bad we haven't had enough rain, huh?
Yes.
Garland Moses. Here comes Garland Moses' 1940 Chrysler Royal all-stock car. It's a beautiful Chrysler.
And he's got it for sale. 336-7011 if you want to own a 1940 Chrysler.
Or how about an Ohio Regional Studebaker Club with 200 members strong worldwide? It's the largest Studebaker club, and there's
That's Gary Williams driving that, I think. And we've got a Ford truck going by. And a Cutlass. Oh, Frank Carino's favorite car. The Cuddy Supreme. Cherry red Cutlass going by.
Now that's my time period.
We got it way used by the time we were riding around in it.
These are all classic cars coming down now.
1921 Studebaker or 31 Studebaker? Decked out in
31.
And we don't have the names of who's driving these. I wish we did. Doing a great job showing off their cars for us.
That might be Gary Williams.
Okay, and there's a Lark. I'm not sure
Old
what
Studebaker. That's a Studebaker Lark.
Okay.
Probably from the 60s. Studebaker truck. Boy, these are great condition.
The whole Studebaker club coming through here.
Very nicely done, custom Studebaker.
I'm learning something. I didn't realize there were all these different kinds of Studebakers. Huh?
Different years. This is one of the older models. And this is an Avante, which is one of the last models Studebaker made. And it was way before its time. I'm not sure of the year.
I was going to say, that actually still looks sharp.
Yeah.
The styling is coming back around to that.
I want to say it's probably late 60s, early 70s. I could be wrong with that, but
nice.
I do remember the Avante. That was a sharp car.
Look at this one coming up here. I assume they're all Studebakers, the Studebaker Club.
Before I could see it, I was going to say, just cries for flames.
They didn't disappoint.
No,
they
those
got
look
those
really
painted
sharp.
right on. There's another Avante, not the non-convertible
I have no idea the year.
model. And that's a more, coming behind it, a more classic Studebaker, huh? That red one doesn't look like a Studebaker to me. Oh, GMC truck. And the final car of the Studebaker Club here with us at the Blue Tip.
And coming up behind the Studebaker Club is the performing arm of the Northeast Ohio Dance. It is competing in its 18th season, the Northeast Ohio Dance Club. This school is located in downtown Wadsworth, across the street from the intermediate school. Northeast Ohio Dance offers classes for ages 3 to adult. The performing club has danced for all the OJ Work fundraisers, the Wadsworth Chapter of the Red Cross, the Wadsworth High School Scholarship Fundraiser, and Women's Endowment Fund in Medina County.
And that's the Ritzman Pharmacy right behind them there, wearing poodle skirts and such. Remember when the pharmacist knew you by name. That's Ritzman's, downtown.
And this is the City of Wadsworth Steiner Youth Center. The kids from Steiner Center's playground program invite all boys and girls from 9 through 14 to join them for the annual Hershey Fun Track Meet. This will be held on June 26th at Wadsworth High School. Sign up today at Steiner Center.
And we've got the Ponderosa Steakhouse right behind them. They're riding a horse out of the stable up there. They've been serving Wadsworth proudly for 15 years, and they want to thank everyone for their patronage. And they say to come try some of the best wings in town. And here's Pat Hannock, running for Medina County Recorder.
And her friends.
And a Dixieland trumpeter there.
CVS Pharmacy, which is located at 204 High Street in Wadsworth. Stop in and see Kathy, Karen, and Beth for fast, friendly prescription service. CVS also has 1-hour photo finishing and digital picture maker. Stop in and see our friendly crew.
And this is Tom Carroll in his 1971 M561 Gamma Goat all-terrain cargo carrier. Maybe I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's in his BDUs there. Got all the neighborhood kids back behind. That's quite an interesting little vehicle there. And it's the beautiful Joan Heller driving the Randy Heller truck. Randy Heller running for Medina County Treasurer. Graduate of Penn State University. There he is in the red. 35-year resident of Medina County. Been an insurance and financial professional for the past 22 years.
Chaparrals, Baton and Drum Corps are again appearing in the Blue Tip Parade. They have traveled extensively to Canada, Florida, and the Bahamas, and throughout Ohio.
The Bahamas. How do we get signed up for that unit, Joe?
Oh, I could just see me in one of these outfits.
Remember, you had time in the Plunger Brigade.
Yeah.
You could do this, Joe.
I could do this. And strangely enough, I could see me in one of these uniforms. No.
And quite a big unit there the Chaparrals bring.
All ages, very young, to teenagers.
Right behind them is the Northside Christian Church. They're a non-denominational fellowship of believers who take the Word of God as their only authority and practice of faith. We have a congregation full of really great people who love the Lord and love others. You'll discover various ministries for all ages, engaging worship, and relevant teaching. If you're looking for a church home, we hope you will come as you are, no frills, no fronts, just be yourself and you'll fit in just fine. There's a place for you to serve with us and grow in their special family. Polka or Die. That young man has a Polka or Die t-shirt. I need to get one of those for my father. Those of you at the Northside Christian Church watching this, give me a phone call. Polka or Die.
So it's just a matter of time before you start your own show on polka?
Joe Gabrosic and I kid. We're going to be the second generation.
All right. By then, I'll have my accordion down. I'll be able to play once again. A beautiful lawn. Is your lawn not looking as nice as it could? Call Beautiful Lawn. We'll give you the lawn you want. Owner-operator Michelle Morissette, a member of Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce.
And another classic car coming by here, a Monte Carlo. That's Miss Monte Carlo. Welcome Rebecca Holben with her 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo.
Valley View Towing has been in business in Wadsworth since 1962. We tow passenger vehicles, buses, and tractors and trailers. We also move equipment on our Landos and do out-of-state towing. We have a full-service garage. Our garage is open on Monday through Friday at 8 through 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 till noon.
And there's Magic City Body Repair, Mark and Morning Colsar. Owner and operators of Magic City Body Repair, family owned and operated since 1947, located at 1336 Worcester Road West, Barberton, Ohio, where
That's
the
a
customer
beautiful,
comes first.
Beautiful. Was that Buick Special?
Yeah, and there's the Lewis Land Professionals coming by. They've got a little Caribbean theme. Located at the north end of Wadsworth, owner Dave Lewis and several employees have made Wadsworth their home. Lewis Land Professionals. Johnny Bova.
At Johnny's, we can take care of all your motorcycle needs.
And that's John driving that, I believe. One of your former students, too.
Yes. I'm so old.
And they got some of the racing bikes out there. Johnny's is just around the curve, up on 94. Next up, we've got another marching group.
The Imperial Cadets. This is a volunteer organization from the Wayne County area. Leaders of the junior group are Caitlin Zarella and Sarah Hindu. The leader of the juvenile group is Mackenzie Maxwell. The group director, teacher is Donna Smith from Orville.
Some nice colors on the uniforms there, bright.
Mm-hmm. And they're playing terrific music from my era.
A little Beatles music always goes a long way to get the crowd into it. Imperial Cadets, Worcester, Ohio. There's the JTech Pro Services truck. John Nelson and Mel McCrory committed to quality in every project, along with J. Nelson and Associates Realty. Jan Nelson and Erica McCrory, excellence with service and integrity.
Pigs at 7. Sounds like
I
a news
saw that.
report.
Wait, what is that? Read that.
A group of friends that enjoy fellowship food and good game of cards. Pigs at 7.
Pigs at 7. You got to love that.
Film at 11.
And now we got William Wellemeyer, your candidate for Court of Appeals, and his family. Bill is an Akron attorney who has handled approximately 250 appeals cases, and he's admitted to practice in the Ohio courts as well as the United States Supreme Court. Bill Wellemeyer. Oh, it's Buzz Lightyear for all the kids out there.
And he's representing National Tire and Battery.
He's shooting his phaser.
Offers full automotive service 7 days a week. See them for all your automotive repair needs. Mention you saw us in the Blue Tip Parade and receive a 10% off on all services.
And there's Quick Copy Print Center downtown and eCash Flow Systems, driven by the new owners Steve and Annette Weldy. Quick Copy Print Center is an official Blue Tip headquarters located just west of the downtown gazebo. They continue to be a long-standing business you can rely on. Quick Copy Print Center. Call Steve Weldy, president, to find out how this service can improve your company's bottom line.
What's their motto, Mike?
We connect you to your money. Quick Copy Print Centers. How did I know that? There's the Pinnacle Gymnastics from Medina, Ohio.
They've existed since 1998. They have all levels of recreational class, including tumbling for both boys and girls, as well as a competitive program level 4 through 9. This year they qualified 2 Wadsworth girls to level 8 regionals in Chicago, Kathy Little and Lindsay Otanakar. Lindsay placed 3rd all around in the senior division. Both girls did a great job.
And they're they're doing some flips here.
And that's got to be difficult.
Cartwheels and flips on the road. Yeah, there's some hot, tired young women there, young girls. You know what? I could never do that growing up. Could never do a cartwheel. Oh, they're walking on their hands there. They make it look so They make it look so easy. Learn to fly at Pinnacle Gymnastics. And free initial trial class.
And next, coming up, is the Visiting Nurse Service Equipment and Supplies. Visiting Nurse Service Equipment and Supplies is a home medical equipment company that has served Wadsworth and the greater Akron community for 20 years. They provide home oxygen services, bed, wheelchair, bathroom equipment, and other items to meet all of your needs. Give them a call or tell your physicians to ask for VNSES drivers Dennis Wayman. Walkers are Jill Ward and Lydia Yadis.
Mm-hmm. And here comes Sacred Heart Church, I believe. Mm-hmm. Come to the Carpenter's Shop is the banner being brought down by the young kids. And Sacred Heart is celebrating its 4th year of Heroes Camp this week. This year's theme is For God Alone, the Forward March of the Church. They are also announcing their exciting new program for the fall. All people are invited to come into the Carpenter's Shop, where generations of faith can grow together. And they do a mean sausage sandwich down at the Knights of Columbus Hall.
It was very good, as it always is.
Yes, indeed. Mr. DePietro is down there handling the grill.
The Jammin' Jumpers, jump rope for performers, competition, and just for fun. They have competed in the AAU and USAJRF regional tournaments for 5 years. They have traveled to New York, Indiana, Michigan, and other areas of Ohio. This May, the team has qualified for the AAU Junior Olympics. They will attend the USAJRF camp and plan to compete and raise money for the 2005 national competition in Walt Disney World. Let's get physically fit. Let's have fun and jump. Are they going to jump? There they start jumping.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, too. They're coming for a whole nother block yet. Great exercise, something to get your kids outside.
And it's not easy.
Away from the TV and the computer.
And all ages. Look at the different age groups. They're very good.
Whoa.
Very physical.
That one child just did a flip while jumping rope.
Hopefully on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little handstand.
You never know. No. Very good. This is one of the nice things about having this parade. There's a lot of organizations that we don't either know about or we don't get to see very much of, and now they're kind of showcased here.
Gives them a chance to show off a little bit. That's right. And then are the jump ropers a Wadsworth group? Jammin' Jumpers doesn't tell us where they're from. You see Coach Raymond there twirling. It's the old double jump rope. There they go.
Well, I think they might have a new
member.
Youngster
wanting to come out and try. Oh, I'm sure they can help you out. Next up, we've got the John Kerry for President truck. So Senator John Kerry is the Democratic candidate for President of the United States. He's a Vietnam War veteran, where Senator Kerry was awarded the Silver Star for bravery and 3 Purple Hearts during his naval service. That's Marty Young waving and Mary Beth Gunther driving the John Kerry truck there. A good Navy man, I have to say. He did duty on riverboats in Vietnam. Not a fun prospect.
Bring the entire family on Saturday night to see the open-wheel modifieds along with 3 other featured divisions on the 3/8 mile dirt oval track at Wayne County Speedway. This is, was it Schickler's?
Schickler Racing, yes.
Really neat-looking car.
Wow, down in Wayne County. It's a nice-looking car there.
Celebrate Recovery is a Christian-based recovery ministry to help people heal from all of life's hurts, habits, and hang-ups. Centered around the Bible and based on 8 principles from the Beatitudes, this group provides a safe environment to talk about individual struggles with codependency, eating disorders, as well as drug and alcohol addiction.
And there's Cutler GMAC Real Estate. How come I get all the real estate announcements?
I have no idea.
They've been providing service you deserve from people you trust in residential, multifamily investment, and commercial real estate.
There's a house waving.
28 associates provide you with premier service.
And there's one big chair coming up. Next in our lineup is the Wadsworth Home Furnishings. Visit Wadsworth Home Furnishings for quality you can trust and that perfect look for your home.
Out on Johnson Road, just down Silver Creek, and head towards Barberton. We've got the Hinsing School coming up of Quan Ying Do at 224 High Street. They offer training in traditional Shaolin boxing and Tai Chi Chuan. If you want glowing health or self-defense classes, just call the Hinsing School, 334-6479.
M&M Towing and Recovery, which is located on 3172 Ridgewood Road, Medina, Ohio, is one of Medina County's oldest towing companies. Beautiful truck.
Very nice painting there on the cab.
Nice mural, yes.
Lots of kids making a ride tonight. Well, that's a long trailer, too. And we are here broadcasting from down in front of the Wadsworth Library. Beautiful night for a parade. 2004 Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade. And coming up into view is the Ambassador Baptist Church, a church on the grow. Classes and events for every age group in the family. This summer they'll provide a sports clinic on Wednesdays through August, followed by Vacation Bible School with a carnival. Ambassador Baptist Church. They're waving. We can tell her. We got that on camera, I believe.
Katie's Corner, new business to open soon, 60 flavors of gourmet ice creams. Specialties are apple dumplings, tin roof sundaes, ho-ho sundaes, and pineapple upside-down sundae. We make our own waffle cones, banana split explosions, milkshakes, and more. I should tell my wife to get their address real quick.
Yeah, where? Tell us. Where's Katie's Corner
Katie's
going?
Corner, I
wonder if that's
don't know.
going to open up down by the blue sky. I noticed that one has not opened up yet this year, so maybe that's where Katie's Corner is going. Next up, we've got Gatliff Custom Builders, Wadsworth and Medina County's premier home builder. Would like to invite you to visit their parade of homes located in Wadsworth, going on now. Come see why Gatliff Builders is setting a new standard in custom home building. Also visit our new design showroom located in downtown Wadsworth. Curves coming through now.
It's great to be at Curves. We offer a 30-minute total body workout to lose body fat and a unique weight loss program that specializes in permanent results without permanent dieting. Give us a call and come in and see what we are all about. Our number is 330-335-3700.
And
Curves.
I've heard lots of good things about that program. I know a lot of people participate.
And that's a growing
in it.
program too.
Yes,
You see
indeed.
a lot of towns
down on the south end they're located.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got Miss Junior West Wadsworth, Christina Wygant, 19-year-old daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Wygant, a classmate of mine, recently won the title of Miss Junior West Wadsworth and has competed for the title of Miss Junior Ohio. Chrissy plans to attend the National Institute of Massotherapy this fall. She is currently employed as a secretary for Kaiser Hicks Engineering. Her parade sponsor is Wadsworth Hair Design on Hartman Road. That's McCall's truck passing by. Well, I wonder... McCall's Service Center down by Memorial Park. I don't think that's Francis Liebert's 65 Falcon. But that
I think he just flooded it.
Good thing he's coasting on the downhill. Yeah. Don't put the brake on. Thanks to Mr. Collins and the Wadsworth School. 2000 Auto Tech, most outstanding junior. I'm sure he's going to be able to get that started again.
Yeah. Well, there's that tow truck right ahead of him.
Papa John's coming through now. Located Main Street in Wadsworth, just across from what's now known as Central Intermediate School. Oh, they're down on Akron Road in Wadsworth.
We're always learning
Come visit
something
them.
new.
And we got a little time here. We've got a slow mover coming up here.
Oh, we have that time. Let's just, real quick, just want to thank our director, who is Jared Condiff. Our camera is being run by Tyler Doyle. Chris Woosen is also running camera.
And we can't forget John Matting back there, even though he doesn't want any
I forgot
recognition.
John Matting back there.
That's right. Doing a great job as always.
This next float is representing Wadsworth Church of Nazarene. This float represents some of the ministries of the Wadsworth Church of Nazarene. Their community outreach ministries include Upwards Basketball for children K through 6 and the annual Easter drama presentation. The church has been part of our Wadsworth community for over 65 years.
We got a terrific float there. A lot of work went into that. And here comes Wadsworth Towing. They offer 24-hour towing and AAA general auto repair in a ditch. Get a hitch from Wadsworth Towing. They'll give you a lift.
You just made that up as you're going on, aren't you?
It's amazing. It just pops to my mind. And I think I see Gwen and Jim Rivers back behind us here enjoying the parade tonight. And what do you think? Is this Francis Lieberth?
Well, it's a Pontiac. I can tell that. That's one of the few things I know about cars.
I'm not a car person either, but is that possibly a 65?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That would be a 65 car. I know it's
Very
Francis Lieberth.
Would it be a...
Oh,
No, it's not a 65 Falcon Spirit.
two-door. No, it's not a two-door hardtop.
No,
Well, we're
no,
giving it a
which-
try, folks.
Yeah.
Neither one of us is big on the cars here. So, what is this here? MVPS coming through. We're trying to read the T-shirts here, or is it MOPS?
Mops.
Okay, with the heart logo there. Parade's getting a little out of. Oh, they're a preschool there, MOPS. And when the parade gets out of order, it makes it tough on the announcers, Joe.
It certainly does.
It's like losing the teleprompter there for a minute. Now here comes nice green Jeep Geo. Park Avenue style. All right.
Park Avenue Style is located in Seville in the Dairy Queen Plaza. Park Avenue Style is a full-service salon where we treat and your family like our family.
I don't know. I want better treatment than that, Joe. I'm sure
way
they
your
do a
family
fine
treats
job. Park Avenue style. Okay, the Medina County Indian Guides and Indian Princesses. It's a program that allows fathers and sons and fathers and daughters the opportunity to spend quality time together. Planned events held each year. Camping, boating, regatta. For information, call the Medina YMCA. That's Joe Dickinson on top of that thing there. I know we got Bill Parker from Medina involved here, but Joey Dickinson's got a young daughter. There they are waving. They're being prompted. Good job, guys. All right. Oh, that's young
Good
Daniel
arms.
Davis with the arm there. There's Jeff Davis coming through.
Here comes the VW Trikes.
Volkswagen Trikes. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are Volkswagen.
Bruce Klein and his combination motorcycle and Volkswagen, he calls them VW Trikes.
And you can see
Yeah,
on
the
red
back end is
that's
the old
right.
VW Beetle.
That sticks out on that one. And we've got Arby's restaurant, I think, coming through. Late night hours Monday through Saturday till 1 a.m. Sunday till 11 p.m. Try our new low-carb wraps. And they just finished up a remodeling up there at Arby's.
Trade and Play, Wadsworth new video store, Trade and Play. Visit them for all your video and gaming needs.
And they're located up on Akron Road there by the Clark Station and the dry cleaners. New place for video games. I'm surprised my kids have not discovered that yet. So, and again, you're watching the 2004 Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade. The festival runs all week through Saturday. You're watching the Tuesday evening parade, the largest parade in Medina County. Right here, approximately 15 to 20,000 people come out to watch this.
And
No one's going to check our numbers, Joe. We can say it.
Yeah, let's add a few to it. Along with Mike Kovac, this is Joe Gaines. It's my second year doing this. And your
He's
first.
the veteran announcer. I'm
Yeah.
just following his lead here. So,
Regal Cinema, Regal Entertainment Group. Regal Cinemas and Montrose Toys R Us are promoting the opening of Superman 2. Spider-Man 2. Sorry, it dates me, doesn't it? Spider-Man 2, which opens June the 30th with a special midnight showing on June 29th at participating Regal Cinemas. Visit Montrose Toys R Us to purchase your favorite Spider-Man 2 related merchandise.
and there's the Toys R Us giraffe going by there. And there's Spider-Man. My son is looking forward to that. There's another Spider-Man. Well, it's Spider-Man 2, right?
Yes.
2 Spider-Man. Uh-oh, and here comes another one coming down, kids.
Oh, this really looks real.
There they go. And next we have the Western Reserve Girl Scouts. Welcome the girls from our local scouting programs, the Western Reserve Girl Scouts. Scouting programs help build character and develop future community leaders. And my daughters both just crossed over this year, so Girl Scouts does a great job with them here in Wadsworth. We've just been handed a note. I don't know if I believe this. It says it's the 34th annual
I can believe
Wadsworth
it.
Blue Tip Parade. So
It's about right.
we're going to have to stop and ask Cesar Carino when we get a chance. But this comes from the WCTV personnel, and they're normally pretty dependable. So 34th annual Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade.
Structure Personnel is a full-time service staffing firm that provides temporary temp-to-hire and direct-hire staffing in Medina, Wayne, Stark, and Summit counties. We are located in Wadsworth and considered to be an honor to be one of the nominees for Business of the Year in 2003 by the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce.
Nice.
Our motto is structure today, success tomorrow.
I sat next to those guys at the luncheon, so nice people. Next up is the Done Right Carpet Cleaners. Make sure the job is done right.
That's clever.
They specialize in carpet and upholstery cleaning, and all work is performed by the owner. Done Right also offers tile cleaning and group sealing. Make sure the job is done right.
Well, you can hear them before you see them, and this is the Performance Cycle Works. As a Wadsworth resident, Greg Norman has opened a motorcycle shop in Cuyahoga Falls, selling and servicing motorcycles and selling parts and accessories for both motorcycles and gas motor scooters. The scooters are really sharp looking.
Yeah, they've got the blue for the men, pink for the ladies. And if you can hear me, we've next got the Wadsworth 12-year-old travel baseball team. Coached by Rick Schoonover and Bruce Hayes. Players are Danny Hayes, Nate Moskowitz, Nathan Grezamick, Connor Schoonover, Clay Wenger, Robbie Kaminsky, AJ Piro, Nick Kennel, Joey Collins, Sean Blackburn, Joe Wenger, Caleb Busan, Kyle Graydon, Josh Harsh, and Scott Borton. And they were the 2004 Green Champions. Good old number 32 Wenger was out there. So look at the trophies they got this year. That's great. And next is the Wadsworth Christian School.
This preschool is owned and operated by Wadsworth United Methodist Church. Programs available for ages 3 through 6.
Next up is Tom Betty. It's got Ray Flowers driving. He's filled out the form there. We've got Jeff Seaman, candidate for Ohio's 16th District, and waving to us right now. And Tom Betty running for state representative.
Springtime Carpet Cleaning. Wadsworth owned and operated. Springtime Carpet Cleaners. If you can walk or sit on it, chances we can clean it. I like that.
What a motto. That's right. And Banner Printing Company up next. Under new ownership, Scott O'Brien and Rich Canestraro. Printing Wadsworth since 1965. And they're now down on Watrusa Avenue, it looks like. And that is the Medina County Federal Credit Union up next. That is Kitty Dilly there in the passenger side. They've got offices here in Wadsworth and also in Medina, and they've now got the ATM and drive-thru in Wadsworth. That's why I shifted my accounts there.
I've been there for years. The car is driven by Pete Grimm, president of Medina County Federal Credit Union.
And there goes our gift shop. Gift certificates available in Wadsworth. Adults and kids haircuts. And
Top Designs LLC. Top Designs just reopened on Wall Road in Wadsworth. We manufacture countertops. Visit our showroom. And now here's the 1965 Falcon Spirit.
You crossed us up for a minute, Francis Lieberth, but we've got you now. Beautiful 65 Falcon Sprint there. And I'm guessing this is Barrow Acres. In Sterling, driver is Roy Massey. The rider is Bill Stamp. And these folks have been in all area parades and have won several awards. They always enjoy being in the blue tip. Okay, and here comes some folks waving. We're going to have a banner at the back. Could these be the Buckskin Riders, do you think?
I'm not sure. In fact,
I'm not sure either. Oh, that may be the Bar Ram.
right.
The Bar Ram. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure this is the First Merit Bank coming up here. The familiar conclusion to our parade, the First Merit Stagecoach driven by Dave Rydell. Visit the friendly folks at First Merit Bank for all your banking needs.
That's right. When the horses start to show up, Joe, you know we're at the end. No one wants to be behind the horses.
What's going on, guys?
All right. First Merit. Open a new checking account. Get up to $50. And they passed out free water down on the square earlier today.
Boy, that's a beautiful stagecoach.
Yes, it is. Been around a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
Used to be the old Phoenix Stagecoach.
Is it? Is it?
Yep. And, of course, they got their semi. There's Ron Pato walking past. And they've got their semi driving here. Ron Pato made a quick change. He was in the chamber float. Came on back for the first merit. And First Merit takes their stagecoach out to parades all around the area. We're glad to have them here in the Wadsworth Parade.
Coming up is Dream Farm, a therapeutic horseback riding program for chronically ill and terminally ill children. The horses are housed, and the program is run at Styx Valley Farm on Blake Road. The program is run by volunteers Thursday evening and Sunday afternoon. Visitors are welcome. I would say that they're coming up.
Yeah, and the horses have held up here. And it's been just a great evening for a parade, Joe. We thought earlier today we might have rain. Curse the word, but
well, we've had enough of it this summer.
Yeah, it's been perfect. It never rains on the Blue Tip Parade, right? Just like on the golf course. And here it does look like our therapeutic riding folks from Dream Farms. And that's a great program.
Beautiful horses. And there's a young colt, I think, in the group here. Maybe a couple. Yeah.
Got the little horse being led, and then a very young rider up there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be more than 6, I'd say.
Nice pinto.
And look who's following behind. Is that the Wadsworth Sanitation Department?
Not yet. I think it's the EMS. Usually you're right, though. Behind horses comes the sanitation department.
And we do have the Wadsworth EMS and the Wadsworth Fire Department and the police car behind that. Boy, that went relatively quickly, Joe.
It did. It went very smooth.
And we're getting ready to wrap up here. We certainly enjoy you tuning in to catch the 2004 Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade.
We'd like to thank our WCTV production staff and crew. I'd like to thank Mike Kovac for helping me and joining me tonight, and hope that everyone here has enjoyed the 34th annual Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade. It's been a great night for a parade and a great night for the city of Wadsworth.
Have a good night, and we'll see you out at the Wadsworth Blue Tip Parade.
Good night, everybody.